Hello. Now that I have my object extruded and all my openings done, now, of course, right now I'm missing some of the openings, but those have to be addressed before you call yourself done with your model. Now, to move forward, I need to add the floors, because if I don't have a floor, I cannot assign a material, obviously. So I'm going to start a new layer now and call it floors or floor. I'm going to give it maybe a purple color, and I'm going to click on OK. Now, next, I'm going to make it the active layer by double clicking right here. And then I'm going to go to the rectangle tool, and I'm going to draw a rectangle that is from this point to this point. Now, if you have the same material across the entire space, then please feel free to draw the rectangle covering the entire space. In my case, I'm going to assign different material to different spaces. So I'm going to have different planes under each space. And finally, I'm going to go with this. Right here. Now I have these curves. Let's just keep the wireframe. I have these curves here, just to make sure that I have them in the correct places. This curve was not drawn in the correct place, so I'm going to move these points so that they are right here, and these points are, and these points are right here. Just delete this and repeat it again, so it's slightly better. I'm going to go with this point to this point right here, and notice how it's snapping to the upper part of the drawing. So I'm going to have to go back there and make sure that I move it downwards. Oops. Move it from here to right here. And it seems to snap properly. Okay. So next is, I'm just going to isolate this for ease of, I'm going to turn it off, not isolate, but I'm going to hide it so I can work freely with my curves. So now you can make sure that your curves are snapping to the correct points and that they're not misplaced. Okay. We could have done this at an earlier stage to make things easier, but okay. Now, next is I'm going to use the command planar SRF or planar surface because I wanted to produce a surface in between these purple lines. So I'm going to click on enter, and then it says select planar curves to build the surface. I'm going to select the purple curves all over my drawing. And there it is. Now I have surfaces. And if I go back to the shaded mode, you can see that surfaces were created right now. Now, next is I'm going to have to right click on this icon to bring the hidden objects back. So I have right clicked on this bulb right here so that all the hidden objects are unhidden or brought back. I can repeat the same process with the ceiling. However, we all know that the ceiling has a thickness because it's a slab. So I'm going to go ahead and draw another rectangle that is right from the beginning until the end of my space, simply because I want to assign the same material to both, to all the spaces. And then I'm going to go to solid, extrude planar curve, straight, and then extrude this curve 600 millimeters, because the slab, I want my slab to be 600 millimeters. Oops. Solid, extrude planar curves, and I want it to be 600 and not 6,000. And there is my ceiling. Now I can turn the ceiling back into the walls layer because it's going to have the same material anyway. Now, how can we zoom in? And how can we see what's going on inside? Simply, I can zoom in and I will be taken inside the space and I can navigate around it as much as I want, just like in any other space. So every time I am kicked out, I'm going to zoom back in so I can see what's going on. Now you can see that I'm too zoomed in and I can't see properly. We can then go back to from the properties tab here, go to view and then edit the camera lens length from 50 and change it to 30. That way you can see that the camera slightly jumped back. I can even make it farther away. It's the same location of the camera. It's just that it's the extent or the length of the lens is smaller so that it's not too zoomed in, so to speak. I hope this helps. In the next tutorial, we're going to learn how to draw the door frames and how to add the door panels. So please keep on watching.